Aloha, y'all. It is Friday, Freya's Day, named after Freya or Frigg, the Venus equivalent in the Nordic pantheon. It is esoterically a Venus ruled day. It is Friday, September 19th. The sun is in Virgo. The moon is also in Virgo. Venus has just entered Virgo. Mercury and Mars are in Libra, so there's a whole lot of similar energies. Pluto is trining Mercury, Sun. Pluto is squaring Mars, as well as Chiron. Uranus is trining Pluto, and the Mercury-Sun situation. Jupiter is squaring Mars. The moon conjunct Venus is squaring Uranus. Sun and Mercury are opposite Saturn, Neptune. There's a lot of energy. So what I pulled for the day is the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Undressing of a Salad fairy card. So let's go ahead and talk about what these things are. If you're a cup, it's the water signs. So if you are a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, you are a cup naturally. And this is on page 144, the Two of Cups. I merge with the beloved. The human form carries amazing capacity for blissful expression. Bliss so vast, boundless, and immeasurable, it encompasses every possible word or definition ever invented. Both Tantra and Taoism teach that women and men are gifted the capacity to be multi-orgasmic, riding the waves of energy and pleasure to reach higher and higher peaks. Reaching these peaks allows an opening and surrender to one's true essence, the transcendental self, pure awareness, or the divine. The Two of Cups reveals the beauty and power created when two beings, two threads woven together, unite. The art depicts the lovers in tantric union, dynamic sexual energy, supported by the power of intention, conscious surrender, and the skillful use of breath circulating through their bodies, received and given at their sex and their hearts, joins the two in a unified circle of ecstatic color and light, blissfully bursting through them and out and beyond. They sit incongruously next to a high brick wall, a hole in it revealing another reality, one that sits behind what is normally experienced, and also a recurrent theme throughout the Starman Tarot. He's been on my podcast a few times, the creator of this deck. In that reality, we see the golden caduceus, spiraling snakes, ancient sacred emblems of rebirth, winding around the staff of Apollo, god of healing. Very sun and moon in Virgo, Mercury and Venus in Mercury and Mars in Libra. Venus is now in Virgo too, I should say. Right? It's this healing and service-oriented thing. The Ankh adorns the top, the ancient Egyptian symbol of life, fertility, and union of the male and female gods, the yin and yang. Osiris and Isis, earth and sky. This is surrounded by the cosmic dance and connectivity of intelligence, the neuron web. At the heart of Tantra lies the idea of awakening Kundalini, a feminine dynamic energy depicted as a serpent lying dormant at the base of the spine. This energy can be awakened by cultivating sustained sexual energy and circulating it with loving presence, opening to your eternal and spacious nature. Preserving the energy of release, the small bodily orgasm is then harnessed, like in Kundalini, right, and shoots up the spine to the crown of the head, where it radiantly explodes as light. It then showers the body with the healing rain of love, ecstasies of the soul or consciousness. The Two of Cups, reflecting the lovers, invites you to not only look at the potential of a sexual union outside in the world, but also to travel within, to become more conscious of the dynamic dance, embrace, and play of the inner feminine and masculine energy that shapes your life. Further, it seeks to make you aware of the potential dynamism and creativity birthed when two or more forces are drawn together, the union of entities or potentialities. These are ideas, talents, abilities, lovers, friendships, etc. This is in essence a magical key with which to manifest and live a powerful, radiantly creative life. Who you choose to spend your time with, exchange ideas with, feelings, and energy with will greatly enhance your ability to make things happen or diminish it, so choose wisely. Radiating the pure essence of love, practicing Tantra and Taoist beliefs, becoming aware of the cosmic balance of male and female energy. The clarifying card is the Nine of Pentacles. It's the material thing, so we've got the balance of the cosmic dream juice, the feels, and then the grounding of that. Notice how disparate parts are made up into one in electrified Kundalini style to make a Frankenstein. So the Nine of Pentacles, if you're an earth sign, you're a Taurus, you're a Virgo, you're a Capricorn, you're a Pentacle. On page 178, I am in charge of my destiny. You are in charge of your destiny and what you believe you deserve. Know your gifts and accept them. The time is now to manifest your dreams into this world. I just showed Kelly Gattaca last night, right? And it's very much about making your dreams happen, whether it's uphill or not. Right? You can make anything happen and have sex with yourself, essentially, and raise your Kundalini and create a new monster if you balance it out. So the Friday Fairy Oracle card is number 31, the undressing of a salad. From the Brian Froud Fairy Oracle deck, Friday Fairy Oracle, alliteration win. And it is as follows on page 114. So we have page 144, we have page 114. Number 31, the undressing of a salad. Balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, and being impossible, right? So very sun and moon in Virgo. It's like, how do we bring it all together? Brian called this painting the dressing of a salad, but in an earliest stage it was of this deck, it was called the undressing of a salad. I've combined the names because they show the important aspects of the card. The dressing of a salad requires a good balance. Disparate elements must be blended into a tasty whole, Frankenstein's body parts. The undressing of a salad requires truly remarkable adroitness. At first one might think it impossible, but Adroito, whom we see busily balancing magical balls, is the fairy of doing impossible things. He is also the fairy of being impossible and the fairy of avoiding extremes. Sound impossible? Well, of course it is. Both Adroito and Sally, right, it takes two to tango, that Two of Cups, right, creating the impossible, Frankenstein. Both Adroito and Sally, crouched above him, are intently focused on balancing things, Mercury and Libra, Mars and Libra, balancing things. I've lost my place. And the large gnome in the center finds this very amusing. He looks in two directions at once, Uranus and Gemini, seeing the impossibility of keeping things that are in constant motion and balance at all times, like juggling the act of life, right? So things are in motion and the outcome is impossible to predict. A cool head is required to deal with this, as is readiness to jump into whatever direction seems appropriate. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable, very Pluto and Aquarius, trining Uranus and Gemini, trining Sun and Mercury. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable. Sudden changes of fortune may appear good or bad, but they are in flux and can be rechanneled if necessary. Just develop poise, stay calm. You can come out a winner here, but it's likely to take concentrated effort. Use the power with delicacy and intention, basically. So we have this great power to shoot through us like the Kundalini, but we have to put it together properly, Sun and Moon and Virgo, in order for the circuit to be created, right? They're not just willy-nilly. It's like they have to align mentally, physically, spiritually, and then magic. You can do this internally or externally. You can create a real jackpot monster in your own reality, as long as you're basically lava lamping, going and creating harmony. Everything's always in harmony. Can you balance, on the biggest wave, as Pink Floyd would say. So hopefully this has made sense. If it has, leave a tip. Obviously, holler for a reading if you feel so inclined. $50 for an hour of cards, $150 for 3 hours of astrology, half off on either or both of those if it's your birthday. And if you refer somebody to me, you get half off on cards for yourself for an hour. That's great. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast, 321 episodes. I'll post the most recent one in the comments. And yeah, just try to be the change by alchemizing, right, through the Kundalini, Ida Pingala, yin and yang. And then you can create a higher dimensional being, basically, and embody it in such a way that you're writing and balancing in the dream that is a dualistic dream, it seems, all the time. So on that note, enjoy your Friday, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios.